Hey everyone, it is Michelle and my special guest, Christy. Welcome,
Hello.
Christy. I love your Mariah shirt because it is the
Thank
season.
you.
It's
It
time.
really is. It is time. It is time to do your holiday shopping and listen to Christmas music and watch Christmas movies.
Yes. And so today we're going to talk about some tips about Christmas shopping at Louis Vuitton because it absolutely is the busiest time of the year. Okay, Christy, you've got a lot of fans now, and they're just like waiting to correct you and
I
just
know. It's that way
it's
in my
great.
life too. Whether it's on the internet or just like in person, people are just waiting to correct me.
Waiting to
So
correct. Yeah.
I am fine with it. I am fine with it. I've come to terms that people want to correct me and it's okay. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not there to like upset anybody. It's just my personal opinion. It's called a personal opinion for a reason. It's personal and it's my opinion. And it's not a hating on Louis Vuitton. It comes from my personal experience working with the brand and just what I've experienced, just trying to help everyone out
Mhm.
with whatever it is they're trying to do. So if you don't like it, then that's fine. If you do like it, then that's great too. So it's whatever.
And we have plenty of fans that do. So, like, the purpose of our channel is we just tell the truth, you know?
Hmm.
And I mean, we already know in any internet forum, some people just don't like to hear the truth. They want to hear what they want to hear. Everything's pleasant and roses. And
Hmm.
but you know from any if you walk into any store in Christmas, it's always going to be like a zoo. It doesn't matter if you're at Coach or Zara or Louis Vuitton, anywhere in the mall, like even finding a parking spot.
But
But we know if you're going to an upscale mall and you're in a hurry, nobody can be in a hurry if you, I mean, it takes at least half an hour just to park your car and go inside. So that, I mean, first off the bat, that excuse of I'm in a hurry when Christmas shopping, it's not going to work to get you ahead of the line or anything faster or anything quicker. We're just going to go, oh, okay.
that is for sure. The things that Michelle and I are going to talk about today are going to help you be the most efficient shopper if you're shopping at Louis Vuitton this holiday season or wherever.
Oh, yeah,
Hopefully,
wherever. And
wherever. Hopefully, this just helps you guys. Like in the hustle and bustle. We're down to the we're what, December 10th right now where we're filming. So we literally have like what, 15 days till
15 days.
Christmas. So yeah,
Can you
oh my
believe that?
goodness.
I'm like, I looked at the calendar. I'm like, it's December 10th already. So basically,
Mhm.
right now, I mean, any store, so let's say Vuitton or Nordstrom, they're going to be like five to
Crazy.
10 times more people than the usual flow. So any
Mhm.
salesperson is going to like kind of let's hurry it up because most likely you still have to wrap it, gift wrap it, and get the next person. So all of these things take some time.
Mhm.
But we have some tips of your so I took some notes and your first one says go early. This might be late already, you guys, okay? Like
It can be early in the morning, like when the store opens. It doesn't have to be. I mean, obviously, we're too early to like be like, "Hey, you should have gone like
in
a month
November.
ago." But go early when the store opens. When I say go early,
Yeah.
because now I don't know, Michelle, when you worked there, but when I worked there, we got a shipment every day.
Yep.
Did you guys? Okay.
Yes. There's a
The
shipment
shipment
at
got
like 8 a.m.
8 a.m. I
We're
was about to
unpacking
say the
it.
shipment gets scanned in at 8 a.m.
Hmm.
So whatever sold the day before, I was lucky that my zone like had like whatever the shipment came from, we had a warehouse down the
Yeah.
street. So we would like whatever sold the day before, we would get shipped in and then some, like other things. So if you come in the morning and you come when the store opens, like my store opened at 10, some stores open at different times. My store opened at 10. If you come in when the store opens, you have way more options. And also, you have a little more time to spend with your client advisor or the client advisor assigned to you because every item has been scanned in the system and the store will be replenished. All the items are in understock on the shelves, and you have more options.
So Christmas, they up their inventory, but not by much. So for example, the store might only carry 3 pochette Matisses at all given times. So when one sells, it signals the replenishment to send one.
Hmm.
So during Christmas, there would be maybe one or two more than that. They would up the quantities, especially of
Hmm.
the monogram. But So some people make the mistake of like, oh, I'll just go and on December 23rd at 10 p.m. and they're going to have a Pochette Métis or like a zippy wallet or something that's, a wallet, any kind of wallet, right? Something that's cheaper and
Right.
common. And it, so like a lot of first time buyers think that it's stocked like Foot Locker, where you've got just like, here's your,
Like
here's
a
your,
wish. Like
10
a wish.
size 10s of this Nike. And it's not that way at all. It's still,
Mm-mm.
they still, keep it somewhat exclusive, even though it's run a little fast fashion now. It's more common than it used to be, but you're not going to, there's not like, is it in the back? And we've already discussed like the back
That doesn't
is
exist.
narrow. There's
The
no
bag is for
warehouse in the
shoes.
back.
Shoes, there's not really any bags in the back. The back is like
Mm-mm.
shoe like, at least where I worked, there was just shoes and ops and, like, the wrap station,
Sunglasses.
and then, like, where we had lunch. The back
Yeah.
wasn't there was not, like, a secret bag stock of things for, like, VVICs that they thought, like, "Oh, you guys must have some." No, the back was operational and,
Yeah.
shoes and a place for a break area. That was it.
And so this is jogging my memory. All the wallets, as soon as we unpack them, unpack packaging, and we put them in the drawer
Mhm.
because people will ask, I want a new one from the back because they don't want the one that's freshly put in the drawer. I don't know why. They think it's
That doesn't
a
exist.
display.
They're all everything is, like, literally in a drawer somewhere at Louis Vuitton, and I don't know how it was when you worked there, but they do RFID now, and
Mhm.
so they scan the store every morning, so they know where everything is at. So it'll be like, "Oh."
Oh,
Yeah, so
we
it'll
didn't
be
have that.
the chimichurri cheese is in this room, or the Neverfull is in this room, so they're not in the back. They're
There.
RFID'd and it knows where every piece is because they scan the store, like, inventory every morning. So they know where the pieces are. So no, nothing comes boxed, fresh in the box, like, handed to you. And if you get anything fresh in a box that has the SKU on it, it's probably not real Vuitton. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, because we throw
It
away the
doesn't come that
packaging.
way.
People expect it to be plastic wrapped. Like, I want a one from the fresh from the factory, plastic wrapped in the cardboard box. Like,
Yeah, so
we throw
so do
all
you
that
wanna go and,
away.
like, help them make it? Like, that's
Even, like, the plastic that is on the metal, like, on the
Mhm.
zipper, all of those are thrown away before we stick it in the drawer. So there's
Right.
no way that you can get a real one. And I'm thinking they probably was given, a fake one that was all wrapped. 'Cause those come all completely wrapped. So they're
Mhm.
thinking, "I want one completely, like, plastic wrapped." Or
Right, and
what we're showing them from the drawer is a floor model. No, what you see is what you get.
if you wanted it that I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The morning, if you want something that fresh,
Yeah, because
bright
it won't
eyed
be
and very
touched.
pale, that would come, like, right when the store opens, because that's when they scan in the new merchandise. And then you'll have more opportunity to see everything that's, like, new. I mean, nothing is ever brand new. I mean, we don't know how long it's been sitting there. I mean, no one knows. And honestly, somebody had to touch it to make it. Somebody's touched it somewhere. So at some point, somebody's gonna have to get over the "I want a fresh one for the back." It's not a bakery.
Yeah,
It's a
it's not a big.
handbag store. So you're gonna have to just calm down.
So, I mean, seeing the way people shop, I understand because there's some people that they put all their stuff in there, they smell it, they romance it, they like, they molest the bag and then they ask for a new
Yeah,
one.
they
So,
do.
yeah. But I've also seen cases where like someone asks for, let's say I'm asking for an Alma BB. We don't have it. We're freshly out. And someone walks in and open the box, they're returning an Alma BB. I've seen it where the person's like, can I buy that one? So like it's not unheard of where it's
Mhm.
like, okay, if someone's returning it, I want to buy it. Sure, we have to inspect it and stuff and make sure that it's not used and that it's in
And
sellable
it's
condition.
it's also gray area uh during a what do you call it holiday because somebody could be waiting in line and they could be like, oh, I want that on my BB. Well, where are you on the queue? Because when I worked at Louis Vuitton, I don't know, I know you worked in a department store one,
Mhm.
but I worked in a full, like, store and they had a wait list and like you had to be put on a list. And if you, it was like a next thing, like when I got done with a client, I walked them to the door with their bag, and
Yep.
then I would be like, okay, who's next? So, like, that's when I say you got to go early. You got to go early, like
Mhm.
as early as you can when the store opens, because the later you go, the less likely you are to get what you want. Just
Also,
facts.
when I worked there, so I worked in the boutique and a department store, but they were just converting to X. So I think it was different. And we had the system, I don't know if you guys still had this, where like say the Alma was coming back, if somebody had already put a deposit for that Alma BB in the store, it would automatically go down that list. So it didn't mean a customer could just buy it.
I mean, that's not how it was when I worked there. It would just go in a like an order of whoever came in first.
Okay, so
But
you
if
didn't have
for
like you didn't have that deposit list
mm-mm,
for yeah, okay. I think they eliminated it. I know they were changing it. They were converting. We were like the last store to convert, but we still had, and maybe it was a Bloomingdale's thing. We had that running list. It was like a list of 24 people who already paid for their Pochette Métis. So it had to go to
wow.
them before it would hit the floor.
Yeah. I mean, they had a very strict policy on like deposits and things. Like, you had to be, like, a known client, you had to have a card on file, it was very, like, protected because we didn't want clients to, like, like, we couldn't just take a number over the phone, it was very, like, different, and I know at department stores it's different because it's a different POS system that you guys
Yeah.
use, and, like, it's a different protection, a different, like, I guess, LP standard than it
Oh,
was at, like
we still
yeah,
had to get special permission to store a credit card. Like that was
we did
very
too.
special. Like we did not want to. So
Mhm.
the client had to sign off on that.
A waiver, yeah. Same thing. It was very protected. Everything was very, like, seamless like that.
And when I worked there, you had to, like, say I wanted a may think of something you can't get, like a pochette accessoire. No, that was impossible. At the time, pochette Matisse, you had to put your full deposit on it and wait, which people didn't like. Like, they're like, why do I have to
Right.
give you all the money and I haven't seen the bag?
The only thing people would have to do full deposit on was 𝐼𝐸𝐾𝐵𝐶𝑠 because those were, like, you had to be nominated, and if you got nominated, you had to do full deposit in the hopes that you get it. When they re-released the, Murakami last year, you had to do
Mhm.
full deposit in the hopes that you get it as well.
Yeah, and that's to eliminate the people who aren't serious.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just have to, because people would get mad about it, like, "I can't get this bag for you." Just for example, like, I remember there were customers, I'd have all these sticky notes, like, "Okay, call me when the Victorine wallet came in." That was like, a low ticket item relative to Vuitton. And then you call them and they're like, "Oh, no, thanks." You could eliminate that whole exercise.
Because
We want the
some
serious
people
people because we have to, like, go not either find it or, we're thinking about it. We're, like, calling the client when the things come in. And
right,
for high ticket items, some people just, like, it's kind of the psychological thing, like, "Oh, yeah, I wanna say I want it." But then when it gets there, they don't buy it. So that full deposit eliminated the looky-loos. I know people don't
that
wanna hear that, but gotta do it.
right, you got you, because,
And
like,
also, make sure you really want it, you know? Like,
you can't be a looky-loo during holiday, and I
no.
think that's something Michelle and I were touching on. When you're going to Louis Vuitton to shop during the holidays, I hate to say it, and we're probably gonna get a lot of shiz for it, but you have to understand, there is a very steep sales goal
Yes,
when you
oh,
work
tell
at
the
Louis.
goal. Tell what your goal was last year.
I wanna say my goal was, like, $700,000.
Yeah, for the whole month. So
For
that's
just
like
one person, just moi, just me, my slice of the pie was
mhm.
$700,000. That didn't include everyone else, that didn't include this, that, and the third, that was just my. So, you you
So
need to be
that's
very mindful.
$175,000 per week.
Yeah,
So divide that by 5, that's $35,000 per day.
by the grace of God, I did make it though.
Wow, like, that's a shitload of monogram handbags because during holiday, most people are buying monogram.
I don't even remember, I just know that last year, I think the reason I made my goal is because there were some days because I didn't want to I if I closed, so closing was 1 to 9 or whatever shift I had, I didn't wanna not get parking, so I would come, like, an hour too early and park my car and just sit in the back, and they were so busy, I would ask them, I'd be like, "Hey, if you need me to, I'll come in early." So because I would come early and there were some days I stayed later, like an hour too later and come in an hour too early, I think by the grace of God, that's how I made my goal
Wow.
because I was a hustler.
My manager would not let us do that. She's like, every minute overtime is cutting into my bonus, which is cutting into my vacation with me and my daughter. So you guys got to leave at 7.5 hours.
Well, our corporate VPs were there during the holidays, and I looked at them and they go, I said, I'll clock in early if you want. They're like, we sign off on it. So that's
Okay,
how.
that's good. Yeah, because you
And
got to hustle.
yeah, and the boys that I worked with, as much as I loved them, they were very slow and they were with I could help 5 people to the one person they were with. I was quick because I knew where everything was at. I knew my products, so I could do this. But they were just like they were very sweet. They were awesome, but they were just very congenial and they just wanted to talk, talk, talk. And during this time of year, you have to just do this because there's a line out the door.
Yeah, there's a line out the door. There's goals to be made. Um, and okay, so with that said, there's things if you get in that line, first of all, it
Mm,
is helpful to have a list, a budget, and a backup plan. Because most likely, if you're coming at 4 p.m., whatever you think you're going to get was probably sold at 10 a.m. or, by 11 a.m. That's how quick things fly off the shelf.
for sure. 1,000,000%. Because honestly, like I said, I worked Louis Vuitton last Christmas. I was there. I was at the door. I was there for the everything. And no, Louis Vuitton does not like to give you overtime. Sorry, my dogs are going crazy. Louis Vuitton does not like to give you
Yep.
overtime. They do not want to do that. But, you can so like I was able to like work extra, but it was long hours. But yes, you need to come with your list because the stuff that you want may sell out.
Hmm.
Like the Neverfuls, I know the Gracefuls they discontinued. They may still be out there in the universe, but they replaced it with the carry-alls. So let's just say carry-all. Neverfull, carry-all, Matisse, the little small things like wallets on a chain, Felices,
Wallets on the
Ivy's,
chain, wallets, any
Lives,
wallets.
Sarah's Zippy coin, any like card holders, those little things, any costume jewelry, like fashion jewelry, those are going to sell really quick. Bandos are going to sell real quick. The tiny things are going to sell real quick. Those are just going to sell quickly. And you need a backup plan. Do not get mad at your client advisor. That piece has left the building because it's not their fault. Hate to say it, it's your fault for not planning
It's
ahead.
Elvis, it's gone.
Right.
And
Yeah.
also, it helps to research and see these are expensive items. Like, I do research before I buy a car. I
Yeah.
know it's not a car, it's a bag, but it does, bless you, it does help, bless you,
I'm good.
if you have an idea so that the time spent with your client advisor is efficient. Okay, you like these bags, let me show you things in that category rather than being the client that's like, show me everything. I don't know the price of anything. And the things they think they want are already sold. Or waiting in line to ask prices. Or waiting in line. I don't know why, Christy, during Christmas, people waited in line just to be toured around the store like it was a museum. I'm like, oh my gosh, you have
This
something better to do than
is not a
stand here
museum.
in this chaos. It's chaos.
No, right. None of us work for the Smithsonian. We are not your tour guide. This isn't a college tour. This isn't a tour. This is a business. I hate to say it. This is a business. This everybody who works at Vuitton or any luxury store, it's their personal business. It's their livelihood. They have sales goals. They have personal goals. There's store has a goal and it's a lot of work. People have been standing on their feet all day long. So if you're coming in, like, I just want to look and I have a question about the price. Well, if you want to look at something, go to the internet. That's why God made homepages, internet. You can look at the Louis Vuitton website to your heart's content at any hour of the day, and it has pricing for you. If you're just like, "How much is this? How much is this?" Well, the internet has the prices, sweetheart.
Yeah.
No, it was so annoying. It's like, anytime I go to buy anything, I don't care if I'm shopping at Target and Taylor Loft, on Thumb, wherever. I know the prices because I look before I go to those places to see if it's within the budget that I personally have. Why does nobody go and do their research before they make an investment purchase? For the life of me, I will
Yeah.
never understand. And please do your research, especially when you're going in the busiest time of the year. Do not waste people's time. It is very frustrating for us and for the client too, for you. For you guys get frustrated because you have a budget. We all do. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you're shopping for like a new love interest or a daughter or someone in your life and you're like, "Well, I'm going to spend less on them than this person," that's fine. No, nobody's going to judge you. Just know your parameters and
Mhm.
know going in what you're willing to spend and what you're willing to buy. And that's it.
So to clarify on that, this is what happens when you get to the store. You're put in a queue on the iPad.
Hmm.
So if it's your turn, I will be happy to tell you the price of the things we're looking at. But this is what people do is that they get in the queue and then they walk around the store and then they interrupt. Like, say I'm with another customer, they interrupt and they just go, I just want to know what the price is. Why can't you tell me? Why can't you tell me? So like Vuitton does not put the price on the things. In Target, they do. At Macy's, they do. And then so they kind of stick their head in, interrupt the time with your other clientele. And then they get mad at you if you don't tell them. And like we should know off the top of our head, there's like 100,000 different items in the store. And when it's as busy as it is, we're not robots and go like, oh, price of that's 4,000, because then you're shouting out like an auction. But I mean, kind of the point is you're with another customer. So
Hmm.
these customers would actually get angry and go, I have to wait in line just to ask a price? Well, yes, you do.
You have to wait in line for anything for a rep that other R word that we're gonna talk about, a
Yes. Yeah.
repair,
Because also
a
we have to look up the price.
pickup,
It's not a computer up here that just it's not
right,
Google up here.
a
We're gonna actually
repair,
just Google it. Like,
pickup, a look at anything that you wanna do in the store, you have to wait in line. Even if you're just asking a price, you're not a princess, you're not the Queen of Sheba, you do not get to be in front of people because you have a question that will lead into something else. So, no.
and it always leads to something else. How much is it? How many do you have? How many colors do you have? Well, then you just ask 3 questions and you're trying to cut in line of someone
Mhm.
else. So there's no like, I just have a question. Sorry. It's
Right.
not that way. So, okay, I thought you'd take this one, repairs and returns. Yes, wait in line. You've got to wait in line. So, do you want to take it at the busiest time of the year?
Yeah, please. And this would irk me, and I don't care who comes for me. I'm going to be so transparent, and I'm sure anybody who works in this industry would be. Please don't decide in the middle of December that this is the time that you decided that your bags that have been sitting in your closet for 5 years need to be repaired. OMG, please wait till the new year because your repair process is very in depth. That might be another video, but every Louis Vuitton bag has its own SKU. It's like N and like 5 numbers or like
Mhm.
N if it's like Dame Ben and numbers. Every bag has its own SKU number. When you put that bag into the system at Louis Vuitton, it tells you everything that can be fixed on that piece and the cost of each little
Each
piece.
little thing.
And it is a process. And for you to go during the busiest time of year to go and get your bag that you've known needed to be repaired for like 5 to 10 years, and you're like, "Oh, December is the best time of year for me to go and get my bag repaired because I wanna wear it on January 1st." Well, first of all, that's not gonna happen.
Mm.
It is
What does it
not
take
gonna
now? It
happen.
takes like, is it still 8 months to wait for your return or your
Now it's 6
repair?
weeks
6
weeks,
weeks.
but
Okay, I remember at one point it was 6 to 8 months.
it really was. That was the height of the pandemic, but not anymore. But I will say, please do not decide to get your piece repaired during the busiest time of the year. Who are you and what are you doing? And people do it. Like, why are we doing this? Why?
And it's not that it's not just about like it's not because oh this broke and I want to repair. Like that's normal, but the what we have experienced is that I want to wear this by Christmas. So can you fix it in 15 days?
No, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Gotta send it out. There's no little man in the back sewing.
You may just have to wait and get something new and wait for that piece if you just truly love it. But do not decide to take your bag on like December 1st or whatever day it is and be like, oh, I want this bag for holiday because it's really cute with this outfit, or I'm going on a trip or cruise or wherever and I want this bag for said whatever. Well, should have thought about that during the summer months when you could have just had been prepared. So be
Because
prepared.
what will happen again is, oh, I waited in line for you to tell me that.
We are
Yes, yeah, yeah. But because yeah. So, like I said, it's fine if you want to repair.
Mhm.
It's just it's better to do it when, well, I know we're gonna get heat for this. Do your salesperson a favor. Do it later. Do it in January. But
Mhm.
but yeah, what we have seen is like, can I get a rush on this repair? And it's just
Right.
yeah, because you're right. Some of these shoppers want them. Of course, I want to show it off for Christmas. I want to take it on my vacation, on my Christmas vacation. And at that point, like it's too late. We can't
For sure.
make any magic for it to be ready for you like next week is
Yeah, it's not
what
gonna
happens.
happen.
And so then they're like, "Oh, I came all the way down here," and now they're pissed off because I didn't get it
There are
instantly.
and I would say another thing, what did we say? Oh, returns.
Oh, yes, yes. So I remember there was an extended, and most stores do this if
Mhm.
you bought it on Black Friday. The Vuitton has a 30-day return policy, but if you bought it Black Friday, you get a few extra days. You get till like January 5th or something. Don't quote me on that. It just depends on the yearly calendar. They'll give you
Mhm.
extra time, but they're not going to give you 60 days. They're not going to give you
90
anything
days.
over what it states on your receipt.
Right. So what I ran into, and I don't know if you ran into this, but my mind is like I remember a little more because I worked there last Christmas. So I'm a little
Mhm.
fresh in this, but I don't know what you experienced. What I experienced last year was people trying to return Christmas merchandise, return exchange, doesn't
Yeah.
matter how you phrase it, whether you're trying to get your money back or you're trying to flip your item. And I know people are like, I'm trying to return it, I'm just trying to exchange it, whatever. Return exchange, you're trying to flip your item, get your money back, whatever it is. You are not keeping it at what you originally purchased. People would come in February, March,
March,
April,
April.
and there was a time where someone tried to come in May.
Yeah.
Not even
And
lying.
you must have your receipt. No exceptions. Oh, but it was a
Even if you
gift.
don't have your receipt, we can look it up. People think if they don't think their receipt, they're like, "Oh, I don't have my receipt, but can I return the?" Louis Vuitton can find anything in their X store. X store and your icon has stores your all your purchase history. Even if you didn't buy it, whoever bought it for you, we can find it. You cannot return or exchange. It doesn't matter how good of a client you are. In like April or May, you cannot go New Year's, Martin Luther King Day, Valentine's Day, dang near Easter, St. Patrick's Day. You can't wait 4 holidays after you get your bag and say, well, I've had a day, I've had a year, things have gone crazy in my life, and I've just never had time to return this bag. Save your sob story because they don't care. It's a French company and they're not returning your bag. So there's that. If
Yeah.
you do not like whatever gift it is you received, go as soon as possible to exchange it because you're not going to be able to, you're going to be stuck with it. And that is what it is. There is nobody who's going to listen to your sob story. They'll pretend they care and they're not going to return it. So please do yourself a favor. If you don't like it, just return it.
And super important also if you're giving a gift and you're sending it, Like, if that person wants to return it, like, if you're giving a gift, I hope that person isn't returning it. But yeah, there have been incidents. You get someone calling on the phone. Oh, but I didn't get it till December 26th, and then I went on vacation, so I have to send it back. And it's like, okay, if they don't like it, send it back. Call the store, send it back ASAP. But um, there's no leisure time. There's no grace period. Like yeah, they're not, people will
They
try it.
don't. They don't care, and I hate to say this, and I know everyone thinks that they're the best clients or the person who bought it for them has spent so much money. It doesn't matter how you phrase it, how you slice it, how you dice it, you're gonna be stuck with your bag if you don't like what you get, and sometimes the reason is because the person just decided to do something a little different or they were out of what you wanted, whatever the circumstance is. If you want what you want and you want to go exchange it, do it immediately. Please don't like be like, well, I have no, they're not going to buy it. You're going to be stuck with it. Do yourself a favor.
Here's another, okay, I know people are going to contest that and they're going to write, "Oh, the store manager let me change my blah, blah, blah." So,
Mhm.
I have seen exceptions, but don't expect to be the exception. Now, another thing people tried was that they would wait till that 29th day, return it, and buy it again so they could extend their thinking time. Let me think about it
Oh,
time.
yes. They would just try to like screw the system.
Which in my store, they were able to say, "No, that's it. Like, you cannot exchange." Maybe they would give a courtesy, "Okay, we'll let you do it one more time." But they know, we know, and, like, cut it off. "Okay, you cannot, we can make this final sale at any time. You cannot
Right. Louis
exchange this
Vuitton
again."
watches and they know. And you can get it if you do that game, you can get a cease and desist or do not shop letter and they won't let you shop there for 2 years. So at your risk.
Yep, I've seen that happen where they're like, "Well, I can't decide," so they're gonna keep returning and buying it every
Hmm.
28 days. No, all those records are there, and they will, at some point, put the
Cut it
kibosh
off.
on that of like, you can't keep extending the life of this. Well, what if I return it and buy it again? Yeah.
No, no, no.
Yeah, and that's, it's not just, I think 30 days is pretty generous, and in other countries, they don't take returns at all, especially for luxury.
Hmm.
Um, 𝐟𝐸𝐸 takes, I think it's 14 days or 7 days. It was 7 days, like, for clothing.
Yeah.
Amazon is now 30 days. So I know the whole society has been spoiled by, like, Costco and Best Buy and Amazon having these very lenient policies. Just because other stores do it does not mean Vuitton will, and I'm really glad most stores, like even Sephora, has cracked down that you can't return something after a certain amount of days because people used to buy palettes, use their makeup, and then return it. So
And I
it's not,
think
yep. So people have definitely taken advantage of Nordstrom's generous return policy, Costco, people returning trees after Christmas. And in Vuitton, too, you have to inspect the bag when it comes back. Have you gotten clients that were mad at you for inspecting the bag that you just didn't blindly take a return? Like, no,
right.
I found your lipstick in here. I think it
Or a
was used.
hair or something. And they're like, well, I only used it
Perfume,
one
glitter.
time. I only used it one time. It doesn't matter. Would you want to buy somebody's used bag? This is a consignment store. This is Louis Vuitton. Please, we can't. Well, and they're like, "Can I speak to a manager?" Yeah, but they're going to tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
Here you go.
There you go. Let's see. Oh, and then also the return has to be, let's say they're returning something, it goes back to the original form of payment or a gift card if you're in a Vuitton store. Is that correct? Is it, you can get a
Yes.
store credit on a gift card?
Right. So, you can get a store credit. You can. So the thing is the gift cards can only do $2,000 increments. So if the gift that you got was over 2,000, you're going to have to get another gift card for set amount. So yes, you can get a store credit. Yes, you can exchange it for equal or greater value. Usually they're not going to like decrease, it's increase. But yes, the receipts also tell you where the bag was bought and the salesperson has a name. It's nice if you let that person who originally if you're in the same area, if you let that
Yes.
person, if you go to that place and just be like, hey, this was the original salesperson. Like I was 𝐃𝐨𝐧'𝐿, my the employee number looked like Choi. I was Choi. So Choi helped you. So everybody has an employee number on the receipt. If your gift was bought in a certain area, if you guys could try to go back to that original person so that person could get their sale back, it would probably
Yeah.
be wonderful.
'Cause I promise you spent a lot of time picking that thing out for you.
Oh yeah.
So, just go exchange it with the same person who originally sold the item. It saves so much heartache. Yes, heartache when you see something come back and you're like, "I spent an hour with
Hmm.
that person."
For sure.
So I brought that up because so the stores that were within department stores, you had to exchange on the spot because they were not, I don't know if it's changed now, but you couldn't get the Vuitton credit. Like you couldn't get a gift card, store card. So you had to exchange it on the spot.
Probably because you were in a shop and shop and
Yeah.
they didn't have Louis Vuitton gift cards. They only had the gift cards to the department store that you worked at,
And they
right?
couldn't give out, like for Bloomingdale's, they weren't going to give you a Bloomingdale's credit. It had to stay in Vuitton. So if you
Uh,
like return to 𝐶𝐿𝐴, you could not. It's like, no, just no store credit, honestly. Just exchange it now or refund it back to the original form of payment.
Well, see, I wasn't in a shop and shop. I was in like a full line store, but I did start
Mhm.
off at the shop and shop. So, but at that time, no one returned anything because we were transitioning. So,
Yeah. And I believe you could exchange it at, like, if they bought it at Bloomingdale's, they could exchange it at the boutique. They just couldn't get any,
return it.
yeah, couldn't return it. Had to
Correct.
go back
Correct.
to the original because Bloomingdale's, Neiman's, and Saks, the 3 stores that had shop and shop, were on those stores' registers, which
That
is
is true.
different from Vuitton, which is different from online. Like, it's all 3 different systems.
It is because when I trained at the Louis Vuitton inside Neiman's, you had to use 2 registers, the
Mhm.
register of the department store and
Yep.
the register
And
for
then
Vuitton.
Vuitton,
It was
which
you had
took
to
a
bring
long
it
time.
basically twice.
Yes,
It was kinda weird, but
to
you
ring
ring
it
it up
twice.
twice. Yeah.
Ring it twice, and, oh, yes, if you're bringing stuff to return online, it would same thing, right? Like, you would have to.
Return it so if you use PayPal, you can't return it to the store. You can exchange it, or you'll have to go to, like, UPS and, like, just mail it back.
Yeah, because there was a whole different system. It was not,
Right.
"Oh, it's all Louis Vuitton." Like, no, the store register is different
Mhm.
from the online system. So, like,
For
just
sure.
like 2 different buckets. Which bucket had your money?
Right. So if you ordered it online, return it online. Because if you
Yeah.
order online and you're waiting just to do an online return at the store, again, that's just time wasted with that salesperson that they could be doing something that renders them a sale.
So could they, say I've got a red zippy prompt online, and I got it, and it's in my hand, and I go to the store and I see a blue one. Could I like, "Oh, I want the blue one instead." What
Yeah,
happens
you
at
could
that
do that.
point? You could exchange it, right? But
Yeah.
I couldn't return it. I couldn't go, "I wanna return this, give me my money back at the boutique."
Right.
I would
No,
have to, like, send it back in.
exactly.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that because, of course,
Yeah.
people are going to want to know that. And then, of course, January, there's still a line. You still have to line up, get your name on the iPad just to make a return because there are a
January
lot
is
of
the
people
line.
returning in January.
January is the worst line because, in my opinion, January has the best launches. So everyone's gearing up to get their Louis Vuitton Christmas presents, but January is when they do the best launches. So if you hold out, maybe you could just get like a gift card to Louis Vuitton or whatever because they're re-releasing Murakami in January. And if you hold out, you could get that if you want to. But that's just me. Every January, Louis Vuitton does the best re-release or releases, re-releases, whatever you have it. I was there during the Murakami, during the remix, which was the denim and the vernis, during the new Kasama, the new every January they just had the best launches. So to me, if you are patient, then you might be able to get your hands on something cool. So January is also a very crazy time.
Yes. And there are a lot of returns exchanges. And another thing we get, I have to wait in line just for a return. Yes.
Yep,
Because it's the
you
same
do.
exact process as a purchase, which is
Hmm.
it's literally in reverse. Take it out of the bag, inspect it, right? If you're purchasing, we have to put it in the dust bag, put it in there. There's no tissue. There's no special wrapping paper. It's just the
There's
orange
not.
box. Sometimes there's Christmas packaging. I think it would be gone by now if Christmas packaging was super, super limited. Super
Yeah, and
limited.
people thought they could get extra. Can you throw me a little extra
Oh,
bag
extra,
in
no,
here? Extra
extra box.
fragrance samples, extra this, extra this. No, we can't because the people just take advantage of it. And some client advisors, there'll be some client advisors at my store that would just do it and like it would just kind of for the rest of us. But yeah, please
What?
don't.
Yeah. What would happen, because I was in a smaller boutique, there was exactly 1 dust bag and 1 box per bag.
Hmm.
So, there wasn't like, "Oh, can I have extra packaging?" Then we would run out. What do you do Thursday night at
People
9:55 PM when you're out of dust bags?
people live for the Christmas packaging. Actually, hold please.
Yes.
Commercial break.
Yeah.
I still have Louis Vuitton this year, but I actually still have my Louis Vuitton package from last year, and this is what it looked like. I haven't even
Oh,
opened it.
very
So this
pretty. So
was
she's
the
got one, but they do
Christmas
run out in
bag.
like a week, right?
Yeah. This is the Christmas bag from last year. It has a carousel on it. It's actually really pretty.
It's
That's
so
why I kept
pretty.
it. But people would line up and people resell these. Like, look, I still have the
Yes.
the ribbon on this, and this is what they would tie your box with.
That's so
But
pretty.
this is the
So I
bag,
get
and
it.
I wanna say this year's looks very similar, but people go crazy for these, and I actually still have this is what they gave us for Christmas last year, so I'm trying to find I still have all this stuff. This is the card they gave me, so that you can get, like, a little card,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and this is the
Or
tissue paper,
imprint.
if you look in here.
Mhm.
So it looks I have you can tell I've never even touched this. This is our holiday gift from last year, but they gave it to us in a box. But it is very, very pretty. And I haven't opened it, but people do go cuckoo over the packaging from Louis Vuitton. And that's why looking at that, that's why it's very limited because that's the
Yeah.
standard. And that's what people are looking for.
And
Just to
they
be
do
honest.
not send very much at all, at all.
No, and people will sometimes come in and buy the smallest things and want the biggest bags, but
Oh, yeah. No, okay.
that is that's a beach towel, if anyone's wondering. That's a beach towel from Louis Vuitton that was our holiday gift last year, and I haven't even opened it. It is sealed up. I
You
don't even know
actually
what it
got
looks like.
stuff because we did not get anything. Actually, Cindy just posted, on her Instagram, and I had to comment because her holiday gift, now we both worked there a long time ago. Her holiday gift, they gave each person a book on how to be a better salesperson.
I got
So I chimed in. I'm like, "Well, we got like that, we got a breakfast and a card with no money, but
we
we didn't get
got
anything Vuitton." So
we got an
you got a
LV
toiletry pouch, right?
we got it yeah, I got a toiletry pouch, an LV manufacturing
Yeah,
coffee
you
table
got
book.
some good stuff.
And then this towel that's in this bag from last year that I clearly have not even opened yet. It is so sealed because I'm just like, what? The beach towels are like $500-600. Like, why
You
do I
could
need
probably
a
sell
six?
it. Yeah,
I
you could
I don't
sell
even
'em.
know if clearly I have kept it pristine in the bag and sealed. So yes, but that's
Yeah.
what the point of the story is the packaging and the Christmas bags and the window displays look so cute. It drives business and people love the bags, people love the packaging, and I don't blame them. The packaging
Mhm.
is gorgeous. Like I live for this packaging, but it is what it is.
I
But
love all
like
Christmas packaging, any store,
yeah,
but yeah, it is I mean, it barely even lasts a week at Vuitton. We get such unlimited like, it's this much, literally this much.
and
There's your holiday
right.
packaging, the first people in the store that day get it, and that's pretty much it.
Have to be careful of who you're giving the packaging to because not everybody is going to get packaging because some people just come in. I just want packaging. I'm a top client. Do you know who I am? No, we
Mhm.
don't know who you are, but you are not going to get this packaging. This packaging is reserved for people who actually are spending money, people. This packaging is top tier. I mean, look at this. You have to admit, it's pretty pretty.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
It's pretty gorgeous. But yeah, just saying.
Yeah, and no extra bags, even if it's the orange bag, there's like
Mhm,
when we okay, so back to the unpacking. There's literally we unpack the wallets and put the dust bag in one pile and the wallets in one pile. So if
mhm.
somebody does give an extra dust bag, that means
Somebody
now I'm
has left the
scrambling. Oh
dust
my gosh,
bag.
I need a dust bag for a wallet. That always happened during
Mhm.
Christmas. There were not enough dust bags for shoes,
Or
wallets, even bags.
boxes.
Almas, like there were like, what do we do? So
Or
what do you do if there's
boxes,
no? And people
for
sell
sure.
those.
I have a ton of them in my closet, which I'm not gonna show because it's embarrassing right now, but I I literally because people would just we would run out of boxes. My life hack was to
Mhm.
use the shoe boxes to put handbags in. So I
Yeah, we had
apologize
to
in
do that.
advance if I helped you and you got a shoe box for a handbag. I didn't know what to do.
The only way to get a new dust bag, because you can't just walk in and like, oh, I want extra dust bag, extra packaging. If
Mm-mm,
you turn in and get something back for repair, like for example,
mhm.
I've brought my watch a few times. Each time it comes back, then it comes in a new dust bag. Okay,
That
great,
is
I'll
true.
take it. Or a bag, that is the only time they'll give you another dust bag. So you just keep your existing dust bag, leave it at home, bring the bag in, and it's gonna come back to you in a new dust bag.
Very true. Very true. Well,
Last thing I'm gonna say is, be patient, and because if they don't have what you want, it's kinda just too bad, so sad, like, you're too late because
mhm.
it's not stocked like Target,
Yeah,
and, it's thing I remember, if you're shopping on the week of Christmas, the inventory is very, very scarce, especially if you want things like most people bought early on wallets because they were under $1,000. Those types of things you're just not going to be able to find anymore.
you're not. I'm sorry. We're sorry. We're just sorry.
And looking for it in another store, it's all the same. Same people shopped at those surrounding stores. So it's not
Right.
like, oh, can you just ask another store for that zippy wallet? Why won't you just check for me? It's not going to happen because that store's not going to give it up. If they even have one wallet that's not sold, they're not going to hold it or transfer it to another store.
Well, no,
Too much going on for that.
not only that, every store has a queue. Every store has a
Hmm.
queue host and a queue. And I would tell people this store says they have it. That doesn't mean by the time you drive to
Yep.
said store, park and wait in their line that somebody hasn't. Because most likely, if you're on the hunt for something, it's probably very popular and everybody's looking for it, and you waited too late. So that's why I say
And
go to the store when it opens because you
yeah,
may have it. You may have a chance. A chance.
one last thing you reminded me, because there's also, as a store associate, I'm not going to call your store. Like, let's say I'm here and you're there. Yeah, she's not going to pick up the phone. She's too busy.
Mm-mm.
They too busy. They're not going to hold that one little wallet for you.
Well,
And
Michelle,
there's a queue there.
since you've been gone, like Kelly Clarkson, you can't call stores anymore.
No, you cannot. You'll go straight to 1-800 Louis Vuitton.
It'll go to client services. So that's why everyone has something called an icon phone. So everybody has
Hmm.
their own icon phone. So that's how we communicate. I cannot call another store and ask them to hold the merchandise for you. If you call
Yeah.
client services and they say that, they're lying to you because client services has zero idea what they're talking about.
Yep.
So do not call them. They don't know. They are just living by hope and a prayer, whatever. But
You can get it online if they have the inventory online through
right,
client services, right?
exactly. And luckily, where I live in Dallas Fort Worth, the warehouse is in the Metroplex and can come in about a couple days. Wherever you live, if you live in a state that there's no Louis Vuitton, there may not be any hope for you. There's like a million Louis Vuittons in the state of Texas. So, and just like four in my area and whatever, just
Oh, and one more thing. Store clients in person, in your face, in person takes priority. So don't try to cheat and call and then get mad at your salesperson for not answering. Right. Why did you answer me? I need this right now. I've got 30 people in line. So they do try to cheat of like, let me just call. That might work early in the season.
mhm,
But, like, for us, my store personal rule was, like, if you're in the store, they get priority. No one's
right.
allowed to call and then, like, take that bag out of the hands of someone who is waiting in line for that.
Right. Do not
Doesn't
harass
mean
your
it
client
doesn't
advisor.
happen if a salesperson decides, okay, I'll get this for this client on the phone. It doesn't mean it doesn't happen, but there is priority for like the store is just so busy and you might have 30 to 40
Right.
people in line. So you're kind of forced to, I remember there were some time wasters when you could call the store and my manager would come back and she'd point out the time. You can't be on the phone. You cannot let people jeopardize your time on the phone. And because sometimes they're browsing. Do you have this? Do you have that? Can you send me a picture? You cannot do that on the phone,
Yeah. I had one
especially during
lady,
holiday. You can do it in
yeah,
like, I don't know, the
maybe
last week of
March,
February. Else.
March,
Yeah.
July when everyone's twiddling their thumbs. But no, somebody was random person was messaging me during Christmas. Hey, do you have these SKUs? Do you have pictures? Can I pick them up? It's like, ma'am, I have a line out the door. You do not take, and I
Mhm.
didn't even know who was messaging me. I'm like, who is this? Maybe somebody had helped and give them my business card and they thought, oh, I have this person's business card and they can help me and I don't have to wait. Well, whatever it was, you cannot harass me. The people in front of me get precedence over you. I am so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's, with text messaging now, people really want things instant. It's not Amazon.com.
Mm-mm.
It's not 24-hour service line. So don't text your client advisor. Oh, and know that they have days off. So if they don't
Yeah.
answer, they don't have to answer on their day off.
No,
And that like people get mad at that.
no, you guys get days off. We get days off. So please just be mindful. They are humans. They are not your personal robots. Awesome.
I
Well,
hope that info was helpful. I think it was, we didn't round too much this time.
no, we
We're
got
good.
down to the business, but people may not be
Yeah.
happy. But honestly, hopefully this helps you guys during this holiday season at Louis Vuitton or wherever you go to
Mhm.
good make good choices.
Make it and yeah, and take the time to shop. I mean, I've spent 8 hours at the mall. Like there's no quick trip, there's no shortcut, there's no let me go first because I just have to get this. It's the holidays.
Right.
Have a snack so you don't get grumpy in line. It's
Mm-hmm.
all good.
For sure. All right,
And don't
guys. Well,
overspend. Stick to your budget.
yeah. And buy resale if
Well,
you
thank you
can,
for
because then
joining.
you can avoid this.
Right? Thank you for joining, Christy.
Yes.
And thank you, viewers, for joining. I hope to see you at the next video,
All right.
and
Bye,
we'll see
guys.
you soon. Bye. Merry Christmas.